Welcome to the top 3 mistakes on social media you must avoid. And I'm so excited to have you here with me tonight. And thank you so much for joining me and spending the time here with me. I know your time is precious, so I promise that it's going to be something that you really enjoy and get value out of. So make sure that you have a pen and paper handy, and let's get started. Okay, so how to increase your viewing pleasure, turn everything off that's operating in the background, and including Skype, emails, social media, anything. And so that's just going to increase your viewing pleasure. And, I'm going to get into some really key strategies here and something that you'll really, really enjoy. So stay tuned. I'm going to share with you 3 powerful ways to advertise in the 21st century. And how to create an irresistible offer that your audience loves and getting to know your audience. So these are some really key things that I've learned a lot about and really studied and put my whole heart into it. So I'm really going to enjoy sharing these trainings with you tonight. So stay tuned as well for a fast action bonus. I'm going to be offering a one-on-one coaching call with a bonus Q&A. So I know with anything in coaching world that I definitely needed that when I started in social media. I tried to do it all on my own until I actually got a coach to help me with all of the courses I was doing. It wasn't until then and that I actually started seeing some results in my business. So one-on-one coaching call is huge. So as I said, coaching changed my business. Coaching is the universal language of change and learning. That's by CNN. So if they're saying it, it must be true, right? So tell me, do you struggle with social media and putting together content daily? Sometimes it can be a little bit of a struggle when you are trying to manage everything else. You're probably busy with clients, busy with work, and you just don't have the time to put together your social media or even post on multiple platforms. And you want to create an irresistible free gift to build your list, but you're just not sure how to do that or promote it on social media. You have an ideal client in mind, but you're not really sure if they're the right fit. And what I mean by that is who you really are attracting. Are they really your ideal client? Have you done much research into your ideal client? Do you know where your ideal client is hanging out on social media, what they really like, and are they the right fit for you? You want to launch your courses and coaching program, but you don't know what process to take people through on social media. That doesn't take all of your time. So your time is precious, and you don't want to spend all the time trying to learn all the tech skills and the social media skills that is involved in a social media strategy. You can pick up a few tips reading some Pinterest blogs, but that's not really going to show you a complete strategy. So social media is important and you don't have a strategy to follow. You don't want to waste your time learning on social media, so I'm going to show you a simple process that you can implement today. So you're in the right place if you're wanting to learn Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. They're the 3 key things I'm going to show you today, because I believe that building a Facebook fan page is very important. Building up your Twitter is also very important. It is one of the easiest ones to do as well. I started off on Twitter, and then I moved to Instagram, and then I moved to Facebook. I really got addicted to Facebook ads and Twitter ads actually as well. So those are the 3 things that I'm definitely going to teach you tonight. You want to grow your Facebook fan page, gain Twitter followers, and if you've heard of the new Periscope app, which I'm sure everyone has by now, your followers will get a tweet sent out to them when you go live on Periscope. So that's huge. If you have a huge following on Twitter, then they will see that you're on Periscope. And guess what? It creates crazy engagement. And that's one of the biggest engagements for me at the moment is when I do Periscopes. So that is a really key thing that you want to be building your Twitter up for, especially. And growing your Instagram, it's such a goldmine there because we're visual learners. We want to learn visually. We love to look at pictures. That's why Instagram is taking off right now. Facebook now owns it, so we don't know where it's going to go. It's going to get so much, much bigger. So you want to build an email list to build trust so that you can launch your product, wake up to new sales and new leads every single day. If that sounds exciting to you, stay tuned. So the reality is you don't have a strategy. You have a Twitter account, less than 500 followers. You post on Instagram and don't get any new followers, or you might get a few, but nothing really that's hitting huge marks. So, you have a Facebook fan page, you don't see much engagement on your posts. And what I mean by that is in your analytics, you can see how much engagement on your posts you're getting. And if you're not getting much, then, your Facebook page is kind of dead. So, you really need to keep a keen eye and focus on that as well. So what you'll learn today is how to get the most out of your social media accounts and build a loyal following of 500 people per month on Twitter and Instagram, especially those two I'm focusing on. Facebook's more of a paid strategy, and I will go through that at the end. So what you'll learn is how to create an irresistible offer in 3 simple steps. Avoid the 3 social media mistakes everyone makes, I think, when they get on social media. And you'll also learn how to communicate with your email list to build a powerful relationship. So I don't know if you've ever asked yourself, what do I do once I've got those people on my email list? Especially when you start getting to the thousands, you want to make sure you're building that relationship with them. You want to make sure that you're nurturing your leads. It's called nurturing your leads because that is building trust, and then they will eventually trust you enough to buy from you. So a little bit about me before we get into a lot of the training, just so you know who I am and why you're here tonight. Thank you again for joining me. So I started off, before 2013, but I was in hospitality for a long time, traveling, came to London. I'm from Australia, and I had no experience apart from hospitality, and I had that sort of dream of getting into film and television but experience. So I was looking for a way out, and then I became a personal trainer because I heard that it was very good money, and I liked going to the gym. I liked eating good food. I was giving my friends advice, so I thought, why not get paid for it? But the really big thing was, like anything else that I'd set out to do, I didn't know how to get clients or market myself at all. I had no idea how to even get a client. I was actually terrified of getting my first client. So I started to become laser focused. I was so focused on learning the online world. I was opened up to a whole new world I didn't know existed, getting people into your email list, setting up an autoresponder, starting a website on WordPress, learning about Instagram, Twitter ads, Facebook ads, everything. So I really immersed myself, and I became laser focused and obsessed. And I learned everything I could about online marketing, and I now run a successful social media coaching business. So I'm excited to say that everything and all my hard work that I have put in has really paid off, and I help my clients daily achieve their goals. So enough about me. Let's move back on to the training. The 3 mistakes to avoid on social media is having no social media strategy. I have put huge emphasis on this because this is something you really, really, really want to focus on, is starting to get a strategy together. So talking about nothing but your brand as well, this is also a huge something I see a lot of people doing is they'll just, some of my clients, even when I first started working with them, they were just posting about their business or their products because they didn't know how else to build a relationship with people. And how do we build a relationship with people? I'm going to take you through that tonight as well. And don't neglect the social aspect of social media. Don't just think that you don't have to talk to people just because it's online. That's one of the biggest mistakes, and you will stand out from the crowd if you do start to connect with people some more, because I can tell you this much right now, is that people do like to get that personal message from you, and they will thank you for it, and they'll do a lot more for you once you send a personal message to them. And did you know that Facebook has 968 million people that log in every single day? We've got Instagram that has 300 million monthly users and 70 million posts per day. So if you're not on Instagram getting some of those posts in, you definitely should be. And Twitter. So we've got 100 million daily active users. So on Twitter, that is huge. And a lot of people, most of the percentage of people on Twitter aren't taking advantage of it. So it's the big brands that are really seeing the most revenue from Twitter because they're actually consistently tweeting. On Twitter, it's really about tweeting 5 to 10 times per day at least, especially if you've got under 2,000 followers. And then, once you get more than that, you can start tweeting a bit more about your products and your service or just providing value as well. And then, Instagram is either once per day or you could do 2 to 3 times a day as well. I do once a day, and I always put enough hashtags in my Instagram as well. Facebook, my fan page, I post 3 times a day, sometimes even as much as 5, just depending on how I do my scheduling and what my analytics are. So your social media funnel. You want to optimize your profiles on social media. This is huge. If you don't have your profile set up properly, then no one's going to see your website. No one's going to click through and actually be interested in what you have to say, especially if you're talking more about yourself. And I'll give you examples of how you can set your social media up so that people will actually want to click and go and see your website. You want to create an editorial calendar for your content. Also use an automation tool to schedule your posts. So I use Buffer. Some other people use Hootsuite. There's Edgar. There's a few other ones, but I really recommend Buffer because you can get it on an app as well. You can put it on your Chrome settings, and also a lot of blogs. If you're reading blogs and you're sharing other people's content, they'll have a little Buffer button. So then you can choose what other social media sites to send that out to. And I do recommend reading blogs and sharing their content too, because they do actually in turn do the same for you. So also you want to create a lead magnet that's relevant to your audience. So let's just say you're a coach, you wanting to tell people more about your services, and you're really wanting more to build that relationship with people so that when you launch a group program, you have that perfect list that you've built a relationship with and you've worked so hard to get, and then it's magical once you hit publish for your launch. So that's what creating a lead magnet can do, and building that relationship through email marketing. But say you're a coach and you want to get people into your high-end coaching product. Well, you wouldn't start with putting an ad on Facebook to your high-end coaching product. You want to take them through a process. You want to first give them a free gift, which I'm sure everyone knows by now. But what's the next step? The next step is introducing them to a paid product, so maybe $10 or even $7. The number 7's good for number psychology. And then after that, you can lead them through another process and take them through to, say, they get a one-on-one coaching call for $50. And then on that call, you can talk to them some more about your high-end coaching. So this is really, really how you set up your social media funnel and how you qualify your ideal client. So I talk about qualifying because you're not always searching for people on the phone. You're actually qualifying them through your ads that you run on Facebook and getting them through that funnel. Before you even speak to them on the phone, you know that they're interested in your coaching services. So where do we start? It starts with your bio. As I mentioned, your bio is very, very important, and I'm going to show you exactly why that is. So you can see here, this is my Instagram. I've got here Entrepreneur Coach at the top. I've outlined everything in stars because I want to draw attention to it. I want to show that I'm an entrepreneur coach, I'm a marketing enthusiast, and I make social media easy. So you come to me, I'm going to show you a social media plan. I'm going to show you how to make it easy and less stressful in your day. I've also put my blog there, CandiceAllencarter.com, and then that means I'm showing my website, it's professional, they can go and see that. But then notice here how I've got new blog post. You can put anything you want there. If you've got a free offer, then you could put that there. I like to get people through my funnel through my blog because it's providing value and it's sending people to my website. And I'll talk about how I retarget ads to people that visit my website in a little bit. So this is my Twitter. You can see here I've got social media marketer, entrepreneur mentor, and register for free social media masterclass. So this was because I was promoting this masterclass and this was a free training I wanted people to sign up to. And because I did that, I got a lot of signups through that as well as ads that I was running. So it wasn't just my ads that I was getting signups through, it was from here as well because I'd built up that following. And that's where I saw a lot of my signups. So we this is just my Facebook one, social media marketer, entrepreneur mentor, grow your clear, simple steps, create your social media strategy. And this is just basically just a little bit about me and what I'm doing for them. That's the key points that I am showing on my bio. So when it comes to creating content, you want to do posts like this, and this is something I did in Canva. So I'm sure most people know what Canva is, but if you don't, go to canva.com, Canva. It is absolutely golden for your social media and especially your posts. It's if you don't use Photoshop, this is like one of the most friendly tools you can use on the internet. And you can see here I've got, you can't expect to hit the jackpot if you don't put a few nickels in the machine. Meaning, and my post for that was, if you don't invest in your business, you won't see much success because, who's going to follow you or want to buy off you if you're not going to invest in your business as well. So I didn't start seeing any success until I started, investing in my business. But you can see here a few key things. I've got my website, so when that gets shared, it's got my website, but I actually included the person who did the quote as well. You can't just put a quote up and not include the person who did it because you'll get in a lot of trouble. But I used Pixabay, if you write that down, Pixabay.com, and this was the image that I got from there. And they're free stock images, so you can use them in your social media. And really, you could create this and maybe 2 more, and that's it for your social media posts for the day. And you could even do that over 2 days. So also, this is another one. This is a template I use, so this is much easier. I just created the template in Canva, and I have a quote of the day. This is from Tony Robbins. I just searched it in Google, 100 quotes or the inspirational quotes. And that works really well for me. I then post this on my template, and then all I have to do the next day is find another quote and write it in here. I don't have to recreate the template. It's already there. I just have to type in the text. It literally takes less than 2 minutes. So to schedule your content, we've got Buffer. If you've ever heard of Buffer, which I was talking about before, you can schedule anything you want. So your Facebook page, profile, Google+, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Twitter. But what Buffer also does is it tells you, but if you've done a few posts, say you've done maybe 50 posts on each social media, it tells you when your best times to post are. So it'll actually tell you, do the research for you and say, okay, your best times to post with the most engagement are this. Do you want us to reschedule that for your time? So that is a really, really good tool to use. So analytics are important. You can see here that these are my Twitter analytics. This is for October, so 259 tweets. I had over 500 new followers, and I had, look at the amount of profile visits that I had, 2,893. So if you don't have that link set up in your Twitter bio, then all of those profile visits and all those people that saw my profile saw that link, and they either clicked it or they didn't. So, if I didn't have that link there, they wouldn't have. So you just never know who is coming to your website, and this is why analytics are so, so important. So it also tells me what my interests are. So this is another really cool thing, very important to know. So you'd be surprised, 62% of my audience are technology based. So when I go in to do my targeting for my ads, I can type in technology in Twitter, and then I can target those people instead of targeting, big names and people that are interested in my niche. I can just target people that are interested in technology and entrepreneurship. So that is very, very huge and something that a lot of people are missing when it comes to ads and targeting. So you can see here that my tweets, this was for Twitter cards. So you can see here that for my Twitter cards, I did 16 of them. The impressions basically mean how many people came and saw it. So 1,174 people saw this link or Twitter card, which I will show you, and then they would have either clicked or not, but that's the amount of people that came to it and they were interested in it. So this is why ads are very important. And then my Instagram. So I have over 1,000 new followers, and this is Iconosquare. So if you write down iconosquare.com, this is where you put in your Instagram account and you get all your analytics done for you. It's even going to show you what times to post and the best day to post. So you can see the biggest one here. It says Wednesday is the best time for me to post. So, and it also tells me by hour, on the Wednesday what time I should post. So if I go by this, you could see that, probably in the evening, late evening is the best time for me to post. It's probably about 9 o'clock, it looks like. Yeah, 9 o'clock at night looks like the best time for me to post on Instagram. So it gets the most engagement. If I look at my phone now, I posted one actually just not long ago, and I got, just people commenting and liking on it straight away. So this is my Facebook analytics. So this is why it's important to check all three, because that's the best information that you can get is through your analytics, because they do all the work for you. You don't have to do any of this research. The ad platforms or Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram do it for you. So you can see here that if I'm going to target people on Facebook, it's going to be administrative. So you can do that on Facebook. You can actually target people in different areas or places they work, or different categories. So that's when you go in to do your ads, it's in more demographics, and that's where you target different people. So you can see here, this is how to create a lead magnet to grow your list. So this is on my website. It's very important to have something big on your website that people can see once they come to it, and it's something that that they're interested in. I made the mistake before of creating an ebook that took a lot of my time. I did not do my research. I did not look into my analytics, and nobody opted in for it. Nobody wanted it. I did a lot of work to get people to be interested in it. So basically what I did this time was I looked at all my analytics. I did a survey. I found out exactly what my audience wanted, and it was a social media strategy, a daily checklist for them to follow. So that was very important. And this was a blog post that really said it for me. So you can see this is where everyone opted in to get this free ebook, which is why I've turned it into a lead magnet on my website. But you can see here that if I say click here to access the social media daily plan, that is actually when they click on it, it's going to pop up a box and it's going to ask for their name and email address. So this completely takes away the landing page, and it converted so much better for me. I got over 70% conversions, and if that is huge. A lot of the times, people strive for like 60% is a high conversion. So to get 70 on a blog post was absolutely huge, and it really meant that this was what my audience wanted, and I really started to understand them a lot more. So it's very, very cool that you can just have a little image there, which I created in Canva, to create that image in Canva and set it up. So once they come to my site, it's what we call retargeting. So we have the prospect, they come, or client, they come to your site, and then your prospect is tracked. So you're going to put a little code from Facebook, and Twitter actually have it as well. Not many people know about this, but they do have it. It's very powerful. But you can put this little code on your website, and then they're tracked. So you can then put your ad on Facebook and Twitter, and what you can actually choose is say, I want to choose this custom audience, and I'm going to run this ad to them. An example of an ad you would do is, hi, I just saw that you were on my website and my blog. This is another free training I'm hosting. I'd love for you to come along. So they go, oh gosh, she already knows that I've been to her website. So this is where it gets powerful, when you can speak to them as well and say that you know that they've been to your website because you've got this little code there. They don't know you've got that little code there, so they're kind of wondering how you know that they went there. So it's very, very powerful, and it's really changed the way marketing is going, especially into the future. This is the way a lot of marketers are doing it, and it's very powerful. So what to advertise to a cold audience? So this is where I talk about creating that free offer. You really want to see what your audience is going to opt in for, what's really going to grab their attention. So this is what I would say to anyone that hasn't met me. And you can see here that I haven't got a picture of myself in this. So social media daily plan. It looks neutral. It looks like there's a phone there. There's things that people recognize. So it was very, very successful, this ad for me. And I'm going to point out a few things that were successful for me. And that was, see here where I said blog post. I then said, hi, just wanted to let you know I published a new blog post. So I'm telling them, obviously, that it's new and I've just published it. I've told them I've done a survey, so they know that I've done a survey, and I was targeting women. So they know that there was no men that I targeted in this. It was just women. So they know that I've obviously the ad is to them. And I've told them their struggles as well. So they're really key things when you are thinking about running an ad, is to know what they're struggling with, to meet them on their ground. So I've told them, you want a social media strategy to get new clients. I've created one. So basically, you're just meeting them where they are, and you're telling them exactly what you've created for them, because you know that you've done your research and that's what they want, basically. And then down here, I've asked a question. That's very important to add in there. So wherever you can add a question, I put that there as what you would call a headline. So I've done that there, and then I've just put a bit about my blog down the bottom here. So very key points to remember when you're running an ad to a blog post. What to advertise to a warm audience? So you'll notice here that there's a few images. So let's start with the left one. The left one is my Instagram. So this is what I posted to Instagram yesterday. I said, grow your list in the next 30 days. I basically just told them that I had a free masterclass coming up. This is a link to go to. And then also when I posted it, it was to my followers, and I said, check the link in my bio. So then I'm introducing them to more. They want to spend some more time with me. So then maybe they'll spend an hour with me because they're not completely cold. They're warm. So that's why you want to build up that warm audience. So also you can see here in the middle, that was my my Facebook one. And then on the right here, you can see that's the image I used for my Twitter website card. And then you can see the important learn more. So when they click on that on Twitter, that actually takes them to the website, the registration page. So they're the 3 key ones that I would run to my warm audience. And this is what you want to do. We call it a hot audience, is your email marketing strategy. So you probably received this email. I'm going to say 100% if you're on here, you received this email. So, you'll know that, I'm building that relationship with you. You can see that I'm not just trying to sell you my course. I'm gonna invite you to a free training and build that relationship with you on email. So you can see here that this is what I've done for this email. So for growing your audience on Twitter, you want to follow people on Twitter so that are in your target market. Or so say if there's somebody, let's say you're at the coaching industry, you would have a look at Gina DeVee or Marie Forleo or someone like that, and you would go in and see who their followers are, and you just pick some people that you think you would like to connect with. There's some very interesting people on Twitter, so really do recommend doing that. It only can take you 5 minutes a day, and this will really build up your Twitter marketing strategy. I know it will because I've done that, and that's how I grow my audience, and I've made some very, very good, powerful connections on Twitter. So you want to also retweet their content. A few people in the blogging world, I retweet their content, and they also retweet mine to their larger audiences. So then I'm building that relationship with them and their audience as well. So I'm getting more exposure. So this is what you want to do, and this is why it's so important to be social on social media. Don't just post all about you. Share some other people's content and let them know that you've shared it as well, because then they'll definitely want to do the same for you. Why? It's called reciprocity. So if you don't know that, read the book Influence. It is such a good good book, and I'll be talking more about that later, like influence. So you also want to message your new followers and introduce yourself. So let them know that you're a real person and that you will stand out from the crowd on Twitter, because most people, I'll let you in on a secret, are sending you automated messages. So you probably already knew that, but if you're following a lot of people a day on Twitter, you'll get automated messages. So when someone gets a personal message, you've looked at their name, you've found a common ground, and you send them a message, they will respond to you and actually thank you, and you'll build a stronger bond with them. So Facebook, run a likes ad for your page, $5 a day. Just let that run in the background for $5, and you'll definitely see that people are coming to your page and liking it, all on autopilot. And you can build that fan base and really, really build a connection with the people that are liking your content as well. So make sure you're building that one-on-one time with them as well. That's huge. That will definitely set you aside from everyone else as well. So you want to check your audience based on the analytics that I was talking about before, and really know what your analytics are. Who is your audience and what do they like? Facebook will tell you the interest, their exact interest that they're into, and how you can really get deep with your targeting. So that is just absolutely huge. And if you had to look for that anywhere else, you'd be paying thousands and thousands of dollars for it. So Facebook do it all for you for $5. So connect with your new followers as well. So as I said, with Twitter, same on Facebook. So Instagram, if writing these down, these really don't take long. It's very, very short, and all you have to do on Instagram is follow a popular hashtag in your niche. So use hashtagify. So that's hashtag ify.me. That's really good. So if you type in one hashtag, it's going to give you about 11 different others that are common related to that one. So you can then see what other people are posting related to that hashtag. So if you go in and if you go into one person's profile, you can see their post and you like it, go through and like 2 to 3 photos and then comment on one photo. Sounds strange, but it works, and they will start to follow you. So you can aim for doing 5 of those a day, and add 11 plus hashtags. Why that many hashtags? Because that's basically a link for people to come and see. That's how you're communicating on Instagram. So this is Twitter ads. So you can see here we have followers. So much like Facebook, you can create a follow ad on Twitter. So if you don't want to go in and like other people in that niche, you can definitely pay for followers and then have them come to you. So you can also do website clicks or conversions. If you've created a website card, then you can run a conversions ad. So Twitter will then show that card to the people most likely to click on it and go to the next page and enter their email address. So Twitter, as I said, they know so much about your audience. They know who is going to click on it, and they know who to show it to. So it's kind of scary, but very cool at the same time. Twitter bringing in video views as well. On Facebook, that's very big. You can get 1 cent views of your video. So if you like video, I do recommend running some video ads. So this is what a Twitter lead generation card is. No joke, they click on this, send me details, and they become an instant lead. So takes away the landing page completely again, and it's their Twitter email address. So you know that they're using a real email address, and that goes straight to your autoresponder. But Twitter communicates with MailChimp. So if you have MailChimp set up, you can set it up easily in MailChimp and Twitter, and that will show you exactly, that will bring the lead in and tell you that you've got a new one. Otherwise, you can download it from an Excel file from Twitter and add it manually. It's better to do it through, automation. So this is the website card. So this is a little bit different. But basically, you just do an image here. You put the link to the website that you're wanting them to go to. And then this is your headline down the bottom here. And at the top here, you'll see, the card you promoted. The tweet will look like something like this. It's because I haven't created another tweet for it yet. So, once I do create a tweet, you'll see that this is what it'll look like. So Twitter are getting much more visual. It used to just be 140 text. Now it's just 140 text, but you can be much more visual with it. Also, Facebook have this 20% text rule. Twitter don't. So you can get away with a lot more on Twitter. And they basically approve your ads straight away, like instantly. Whereas Facebook, sometimes people have to wait a long time for the ads to get approved. So that's why it's very important to be on Twitter as well. Instagram ads, very, very exciting times on Instagram because Facebook have just bought it. So, you choose clicks to website from the Facebook Power Editor and only test Instagram ads. Don't do Facebook and Instagram together. Facebook will say to you, you can do Facebook and Instagram now together at the same time. The reason why you don't want to do that is because you want to test what's working. So say if you did an Instagram ad, you just wanted to know what, clicks to the website you're getting from that ad from Instagram. You don't want it to be Instagram and Facebook because you won't know which one people are clicking on. So if you just do Instagram, then you will see that there where the clicks are coming from. And to the left here, that's an example of what an Instagram ad would look like. And then you get much more engagement on your ads on Instagram. So, you can get anywhere from 100+ likes on your Instagram. So what you can do from there is go and see those people's profiles and comment and like their stuff. Instead of looking for popular hashtags, you could do it this way. And it really only costs less than $5 if you wanted to run that ad. It's very, very cheap Instagram ads. You get, you can get 10-cent clicks to your website. So very, very cheap and very, very effective, especially if you're building relationships with people. So Facebook ads, I've outlined the 3 ones I use. so the most. You can see here that I've got website conversions, and I forgot to put clicks to website, but that's what you would choose if you're doing an Instagram ad. But website conversions I do mostly on Facebook. Clicks to website is what I just reserve for Instagram. So you can see that I also do page likes, and then down here I do video views. Video views are very powerful because it creates a custom audience from all the people that have watched your video. So that's very, very powerful. So what do you think about all of that? Do you think that you're ready and you want to grow your audience through social media? This is why you showed up today, and you really want a strategy that works and is not one that you found on YouTube or Google. Let's face it, YouTube and Google are great, and they're just really, really great for finding information, but sometimes there's too much information and you don't know how to sort through it all. So it can be quite confusing. You don't know the person that you're hearing it from as well. You don't know their background. You haven't built that relationship with them. So you don't really know how trustworthy it is. It's your time to dominate your field and get the results you truly desire in your business. A system that takes all of the guesswork out of the implementation and secures your business with a profitable system, which is what everyone wants. And I'm sure that you want that running in the background as well. So this is your time. None of what I teach is something I don't implement in my business every single day. I'm constantly in the Facebook ads office, back office, Twitter ads, back office, Instagram. I do a couple of other ad campaigns as well. But those are the three main ones. I'm definitely in every single day in the trenches, doing my ad strategies, changing things that aren't converting, changing copy, changing images constantly. Very important that you keep up with that strategy as well. So you want to learn a system that produces leads and sales for you in your sleep, and a system that only takes 30 minutes per day. So everything I talked about, really you can do in 30 minutes a day. It's not that long out of your day at all to really build a successful brand and a strategy that works. You want to create beautifully branded images for your social media accounts. I have a great graphic designer that does a lot of my social media now, and she's really great, and you really want to learn branded images. Trust me on this one. You want to create advertisements that work for you while you sleep. So this is where you're having your ads running, and then people are opting in, you're sending them through to a paid offer, then they buy another offer, which is maybe a $50 coaching call, and then you upsell them to higher coaching. So that's how that works. Your time is precious. You want to qualify your leads and imagine your ideal client coming to you through that funnel. Imagine them waking up in the morning and you see that somebody's opted in for a phone call for you, and they've already paid $10 to see your original offer. So you know that they're definitely qualified to work with you. And this is, where you qualify them, and before you even get them on the phone. This is huge. Imagine becoming an authority in your niche. So you are somebody that everybody looks up to, and you're really making a difference in your niche. So this is why I've introduced my social media mania, and I'm going to tell you exactly about it now. The bonuses that we have are a private Facebook group. One of the biggest things for me is when I started doing a lot of my courses, the Facebook groups are really where I hung out as well. I got to know people, and I joined masterminds to guide me to success. This is where, if I ever had any problems, I would just, call the people in my mastermind, and they would really help me through it. And I got to help them as well. So it was an amazing opportunity for me to meet more people, and the more people in what I was interested in learning. So the second bonus is creating graphics for your brand, which is so, so important. As I said, we've got, I've just started doing graphics with a graphic designer, Liz, and she is amazing. She's been doing it for 8 years, and she's going to be doing a special bonus how to create graphics for your brand. How to organize your day for success. I don't know about you, but before I started to organize my day and actually schedule things into my calendar, I would get up at whatever time I wanted to. I didn't really have a strategy to follow in the morning, so and I talk about strategy all the time, but it's very important. I have a very good friend of mine, a women's success coach for women entrepreneurs, as well as kids at school as well. She has run a successful coaching business for a couple of years now, and she's going to teach you exactly how to organize your day and the tools to use as well. You know, how to hire a VA. A VA is a virtual assistant. So my virtual assistant, Suzanne, is absolutely amazing, and she's going to show you exactly how to create beautiful ebooks to impress your audience. So to get them to that opt-in, trust me, you do not want to be wasting your time creating them yourself. Your VA will understand you. They'll know your style, and they'll pretty much be able to choose the text and the fonts and everything that you want, the colors, very much straight away. I would say there's not much you have to go back and say, no, I want it this way, because they really get to know you and understand what you want your brand to be like. So influence, how to understand human behavior. One of my very good friends, Linda, and hopefully she's on the call tonight, but Linda, she is a PhD and also a university lecturer. She teaches at a university in America, and she is very, very talented. I'm so blessed to be able to spend some time with her one-on-one, because she is absolutely amazing and really has studied human behavior, and will show you exactly the type of influence you need to have with your new clients, and how to really conduct those phone calls, and the language that you can use on your phone calls to really, really make an impact. And also, you'll get a one-on-one coaching call with me, plus bonus Q&A sessions every week to help you through the course content. So this is huge. I always wish that I had a coach to help me. Something that you're not paying thousands of dollars for. I paid once for a coach that was $1,000 for an hour. So, that's how much coaching can be, and you'll get a one-on-one coaching call with me. This is module 1, building a foundation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So as I said, you need to lay those foundations. So it's going to be a 5-week live course, and we're going to teach you building a foundation, what to do on Facebook, really how to set up those really personal connections with people, how to set up your Twitter to really stand out from the crowd, and your Instagram. It is such a goldmine there at the moment. You really need to be learning a strategy on Instagram. We'll teach you module 2, create an irresistible offer. Get to know your audience. That is huge. So we'll dive deeper. I will hold your hand through it, and I will show you exactly where you need to be looking to find it, and how you can really get the most out of your Twitter ads, and then do your targeting. You can even target people by the hour, and you can run your ads per hour, so that when you're spending money, you're spending it on the time that people are actually looking at your ads. So I'm going to teach you that in this course. I'm going to teach you how to create an opt-in that converts. So really that is getting to know your audience, and boost your conversions through your blog. So I'm going to walk you through my blog template. I'm going to send that to you, and then I'm also going to show you how to create that opt-in and a blog post around that as well. Module 3, create a sales funnel for your free offer. So that funnel we talked about, I'm going to show you the tools you need to use, the templates, the ebooks, how to create those ebooks. My trusty VA, Suzanne, will be showing you that as well. So you can definitely apply that into your marketing. And then we're going to show you how to set up that next free offer, or paid offer, and then we'll show you how to take them through to a $50 coaching call and set up your PayPal, so that money is coming through to you while you're not doing the work, but you put the work in initially, but that money is constantly going to be a constant stream for you, residual income. Facebook ads. So this is a course in its own, and I'm going to teach you conversion pixels. If you don't know what they are, don't worry, I'm going to show you that, but that's basically how you can put one of those little pixels on your site and track people. I'm going to show you how to do your audience pixels and the difference between the two. Conversion pixels will basically be on your thank you page, and that's where Facebook will know that they've put in their email address from the initial page to the thank you page, and it will tell you on your ad that you've got a conversion. I'll show you audience insights and video custom audiences. So I talked a little bit about it, but I will show you exactly how you can create a video. I'll show you the 45-second method, what you need to say in your video. So there is a system that you go through, and I'll give you the exact script that I use, and that's very powerful for me. And we'll talk about how you can then create a bigger audience from that people that watched your video. So we're really getting into some advanced marketing techniques that I'm going to show you all in this course, because it's a course that I wanted, that I wish I had all in one. So that's why I'm putting it together for you and packaging it like this. This is your Twitter ads as well. I'm not going to just show you Facebook ads. I'm not just going to show you one strategy. I'm going to take you through a whole holistic approach to social media. I'm going to show you how to set up a lead generation ad, a website card, and do an in-depth training on website cards and lead generation. So nothing will be missed out. So I'm very excited to show you Twitter ads, because I know a lot of you will benefit from it. So you don't have an email list, you don't have a strategy to follow, and you're lost when it comes to ads. You want beautifully branded graphics. You don't want to search for individual courses to learn Facebook, Twitter, free offers, funnels. They are all separate courses in their own, and I'm putting them all together for you, all in one place. You want a course that covers all of the bases, that works. You don't just want to pay for all the individual ones like I have. You want it to work, and you want it all in one, because I truly believe this is what you need to know to sell and have your social media strategy that works. So this is one of my clients, Anna. She said, working with Candace was awesome. She was able to quickly pinpoint where I was going astray with my social media marketing. So this was just in our first session. She helped me leverage my platform on Periscope to build my Twitter audience. She also pointed me in the direction of some valuable resources to help me craft my social media marketing. So I helped Anna do this all in 1 hour phone call, and she says I highly recommend her services. This is Franny Foltz from Shine with Franny. She said, Candace is a wealth of information and an expert in the field of social media marketing. She's helped me create a successful ads and modify them to have a successful launch. So Franny's just launched her group coaching program, which we put together, and we've launched successfully for her. I'm so blessed to have had Candace by my side to launch my group coaching program this month. Thank you, Candace. So I'm so blessed to be able to work with Franny and Anna. It was a true blessing for me. So the course and the bonuses are all worth $3,870, and today I'm doing the special price of $197. So if you want a course that has everything in it, and Facebook, Twitter, you want some workbooks to go on as well, influence, branded graphics, we're going to teach you all of it in this course. All you have to do is go to candaceallencarter.com/join. So this is just very powerful strategy, and I really want for you to have this social media strategy that really works, and for you to be able to create instant revenue while you're sleeping. So it's going to be a little bit of work and implementation, and as I said, I'm going to be there for you every step of the way. You'll get the private Facebook group access to me, one-on-one coaching, bonus Q&A calls every single week to get your questions answered. And then you'll have templates to follow and workbooks to work through. So nothing will be left out. You will have someone to hold your hand the whole way. So go to candiceallencarter.com/join. And I'm going to leave this screen up here for a couple of minutes and then see if anybody has any questions. If you do have any questions, post it on my Facebook wall. If you go to facebook.com/Candice LNC, CANDICEELLEN, then you will be able to go and ask me some questions. So I've just noticed this link here. If you go to Candice, CANDICE, so there's no double C here, you allencarter.com/join. So just ignore the double C here and then go to candiceallencarter.com/join. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll post it as well in an email to you after this after this free class. Hope you enjoyed.